Hey, what's up going, guys? It's me, Liam SML here, and today we have to react to some more Share My Story. These videos are so fucking cringy. Why? Why? Why do we even have to react to them? I hate these so much. Now let's just get started. Today we're gonna start with I lost my face. How can you lose your face? Unless if you rip your face off, but you still have part of your skull. Let's just get started.
Hey, I'm Anika, and until the age of 17, I had a perfectly normal life. I was pretty, good in school, and in a happy relationship with my boyfriend Lewis. Well, at least that's what I thought. Because one night, everything changed. I was on my way back home from ballet practice when a guy ran up to me and threw a bucket full of liquid on my face. At first, I thought it was a prank, but then my face started to burn more and more until I blacked out. When I woke up again, everything was dark. I thought the lights were off, but something was different. My whole upper body was hurting, and when I touched my face...
Oh, so she was physically assaulted by some guy, dumbass with acid.
Like an old margarita pizza, and all I had left was my mouth to breathe through. I felt like I was trapped in a nightmare. No light, no face. I wanted to cry, but I had no eyes, so instead I said, "Where am I? Where am I?" It was hard to speak without lips, but fortunately my right ear still worked. So I heard my mom when she said, "You're alive. Oh, my love, what have they done to you?" She was crying and hugging me. After she calmed down, she told me that someone had thrown acid in my face, and it had burned away my eyes, my nose, and lips. So it wasn't a nightmare. My face was really gone.
Holy
shit! Why would anyone do this to me? I'd always been a very friendly girl, and even when my classmates made fun of me, saying I wasn't smart, I never talked back. I just don't like conflict. But my anger quickly turned to shame when my boyfriend came to my hospital bed. Even though I couldn't see, I knew how ugly I must have looked to him. He asked me, "How are you?" But it didn't even sound like he was worried about me. I could even hear a bit of disgust in his voice. It felt like he had only come to visit me because it was his duty as my boyfriend. Because after just a few minutes, he left again. I never felt so bad before.
Jeez, why does every guy in this YouTube channel a total douchebag?
I feel that somewhere under my skin, tears were forming. The day the police came to visit me, they wanted me to describe what happened, and they asked if I had any enemies or if someone had threatened me. I told them I couldn't think of anyone. But 2 years earlier, one of my old classmates had threatened me, saying, "Be careful or I'll throw acid on you." But that was 2 years ago, and I never took it seriously. That girl had been jealous of me because I was in a relationship with Lewis. I knew that in my city of London, acid attacks were common within the Black and Muslim community. But I'm 100% white, and my parents are of Irish descent.
Bonjour.
After a month of investigation, the police found out what happened. They figured out that my old classmate who had threatened me 2 years before had an affair with my boyfriend Lewis behind my back. But because he didn't want to break up with me, she paid her cousin £200 to throw acid in my face. The police
if you want to, you could
found the
just
exact
buy
same
a
acid that was thrown on me
a guy
on
with that
cousin's
money.
clothes. The police also took GPS data from his phone that showed he was very close to me on the night of the accident. The trial went on for several months.
Several months, or like...
If he wanted to apologize to me, he started crying and said he was so sorry. But you could hear in his voice that he was only acting. He came up with one excuse after the other for why he'd thrown acid on me. He even said his parents had never loved him, and he needed the £200 his cousin gave him to pay off his debts. Listening to his excuses disgusted me. And even the judge
Do you
told
think
him
she
to
could
shut
get
up
a face
no one
fixed?
wanted to hear
You know,
his
leave a
lies
comment
anymore.
if she could get her face fixed.
But to be honest, I'm not sure if that's fair considering they've ruined my face for the rest of my life. And if they behave well in prison, they might get out much earlier.
They don't even walk properly.
The one who had ordered the acid attack.
What is this, the duck song?
It was weird meeting her. I had no eyes to look at her directly, so all we could do was talk.
You know what?
I asked why she had done it, and she explained that she had always envied my beauty.
Get
She said
plastic
it broke her
surgery.
heart when me and Lewis became a couple, and the only way to take him away from me was to destroy my beauty. At last,
just get plastic
I asked her if
surgery,
she
you dumb
regretted what she
bitch.
had done, and she immediately said yes. because now she would have to spend the best years of her life inside prison. That's when I realized that some people truly only care about themselves. She didn't apologize or anything. She only regretted being caught for her crime. I gotta be honest, I still sometimes get angry about what happened to me. It was such a senseless crime where everybody involved lost. The hardest part is that I'll probably never find another boyfriend. After what happened to my face, my now ex-boyfriend Lewis cut off all contact with me, and I gotta admit that this hurt even more than the acid attack. But it won't stop me from living the good life. My parents recently bought me a guide dog, and to be honest, I like him even more than I liked my ex-boyfriend. And even without a boyfriend, I can still get pregnant using a sperm donor and have my own kids. I just hope that in a few decades, technology will advance far enough that my doctors can fix my eyes and face again. But luckily, there are many jobs for blind people like me. Right now, I'm working as a call center agent during the day, and I've also started practicing DJing as a new hobby. I guess all of us face tragedies and evil in our lives. And even though it wasn't my fault that someone threw acid in my face, it would be my fault if I let it make me become bitter and resentful. That's why I'm not police and harsher punishments to prevent this senseless violence.
Sorry, that was just a
Because
notification.
right now, acid attacks here in the UK are on the rise, and some of the victims are less than 10 years old. Thank you for listening to my story, and let me know
Holy
if
shit!
you would deal with losing your face and becoming blind.
Fuck. You know what? There. I'll dislike the video, you dumb bitch. You know what? Let's let's watch the most popular video. I'm allergic to water. Really? Allergic to water. How can... If you know what, let's just watch. I was replaced by a sex robot.
Hey, my name is Clarissa, and this story is about my completely immature boyfriend, Dennis. He was the kind of guy that never helped with the housework, and who always sat on the couch playing video games while I was doing laundry. Of course, that made me angry. But whenever I asked him to help me out, he would say, "My job as an accountant is very stressful, and I'm making twice as much money as you do. So, it's only fair if you do the housework." Ugh. To make things worse, my boyfriend was very insecure and always got jealous when I talked about other guys. One time, I just wanted to visit one of my coworkers inside the hospital because he had suffered from a heart attack. But my boyfriend Dennis grabbed my arm and told me to stay home because, according to him, only sluts spend time with other dudes when they have a boyfriend. Yeah, I know. My
Jesus,
boyfriend
this
Dennis
animation's
was
so
an
worse
idiot,
than the other
and
one.
I should have broken up with him right then. But I guess I was scared of leaving him because I didn't know if I would ever find another boyfriend. However, one day he called me the worst girlfriend in the world. And then he criticized me, saying that I didn't know how to properly clean a house. I knew he didn't
Okay, he's
appreciate
just being
me
a
at
greedy
all,
son of a
and that's
bitch.
why I told him I wouldn't sleep
maybe
with
he
him anymore until
is
he
a son of a
apologized and
bitch.
finally started helping with the housework. However, he just got really angry and said I would regret this badly. Well, you'll never believe what happened next. A few days later, a huge package arrived at our home address to Dennis. I was desperate to know what it was. And when Dennis came home, he made a big deal about opening it in front of me. And when I saw what was inside, I was shocked. It was a female sex robot.
What the fuck?
Dennis,
what the fuck is that?
That's what you get for not giving me what I want. Now I
What
don't
the
need
fuck?
you anymore because I have
Holy
Anna.
shit.
Can you believe that thing had a name?
I'm
And when
done.
he switched it on, it started talking. She said
I'm done,
things
I'm
like,
done, I'm done,
"Hello,
I'm done,
Daddy.
I'm done.
Are you ready?"
No, I'm done. Screw you guys, I'm done.